Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, I would like to share with you what are the documentations that are very important that you need to bring on your actual US tourist visa interview. So I have listed as much as possible all of the documentations that I bring with me during my interview. So, first in our list, by the way, I divided all of the types of documents into two. So, we are going to discuss the primary documentation requirements that you would need to bring with you on your interview. So, let's get started with the first one, the DS 160 application form confirmation page. So this confirmation page is sent to you via email using the email address that you declared when you fill up your when filling out your DS-160 form and submitting it to them. So as soon as you completed your DS-160 form, you will get this confirmation page from the website, and that would get sent to your email address, the one that you elected as the best option for them to contact you via email. So you can just look that confirmation page on your email, and you should be able to just have that printed. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one is your appointment confirmation. So this appointment confirmation is generated when you successfully sent or applied for your schedule, your interview schedule. So you can actually have this also sent to you via your email address. If you also use the same email address when you applied and fill up your DS-164. So as soon as you successfully chose your date and you successfully submitted, you would be able to get a confirmation via your email, or if you didn't receive that in any cases, you can just log in to your account, your profile, that scheduler portal of the US Travel Docs website, and you can just simply save it as a PDF file and then print it. So that's the second document that is very important as well, because during the screening, before you can get to the console, have your actual face-to-face interview, there's this two types of screenings. So screening one is these people outside when you're lining up for you to get into the embassy. You will be asked for these documents, like they would ask for your passport, your DS-160 confirmation page, as well as your appointment confirmation. They just need to simply confirm that you are really scheduled on that particular day and at what time. Okay, so I think that is one of the reasons, and just to ensure that you really are there and attending your interview. And next is third document is the receipt. So if you were able to see and watch my other video on the process of your US tourist visa application, I have mentioned about how you can process the payment of your visa. So I also mentioned it's very important to keep a copy of whatever documents provided to you after you paid your visa fee. So that documentation is also very important. So it's a copy. I think it's just a piece of paper, like the duplicate of what you had printed out when you get to or when you drop by at any RCBC. I paid it at RCBC, so I keep a copy of whatever confirmation as a proof of payment from the bank. So that document. And next, of course, is very important, your passport. Just make sure that it's valid in the next 6 months. All right, and also if it's a renewed passport already, please bring the old one. So mine, for example, I already renewed my passport, and I have all my previous travels like stamps on my old passport. So I was thinking if, for example, they would ask my travel history, I would be able to just show them my old passport as a proof that I did travel in the past. Okay, so that's one of the reasons as well. And lastly, your valid photo. This photo is just the same photo that I sent and put on my DS160 when I applied online. So I have a copy. So what I did when I'm at the studio, I asked proactively asked for the um, digital copy of that photo so I can use it for the DS160 form application, and at the same time I can bring the hard copy on my actual interview. So these are all that I can remember for the documentations, primary documentations that you must bring on your actual interview. I hope this helps you. So moving on to the other documentations, these documentations I considered as just secondary supporting documents. Secondary because the consul on your actual interview might ask for these things. So I was thinking to just prepare this as well. So, yeah, let's get into my list. So if you can see here, I have highlighted very first one, itinerary for 2 weeks. By the way, I just stayed in the US for 10 days, and I've also mentioned in my other video during the interview, I was asked how many days, I put 10 days. So really up to you, but I've prepared for a 2 weeks itinerary. And if you're a subscriber to my channel, in my other videos, when I applied for my Canada, US or Canada, sorry, Canada visa, also tourist visa, it was the same itinerary that I like, the format of the itinerary that I bring with me during my US tourist visa interview. I just like twist a bit, like of course the locations like that, but on how I arrange it, like yeah, I think I actually presented that with my other videos for Canada visa. But yeah, focusing, let's focus on the on this one, itinerary for 2 weeks. So this is pretty much all of whatever you want to do. Okay, whenever you wanted to on your plan visit to the US. So maybe places you want to go, activities you want to go, which state, yeah. So these are all the information or the details I posted on my itinerary for 2 weeks. Next is the hotel confirmation for 2 weeks. So for this one, again, I've also shared much of this with my Canada application. Hotel confirmation doesn't need to be paid already, okay? It's just a confirmation, like a reservation. You can do this on booking.com, or you can also do this on Agoda. So those famous, I would say, famous platform where they would allow you to reserve first without paying anything, and you can just simply cancel it if it doesn't suits your plan, right? So it's very, I would say, very practical to do. You really don't need to pay for it first until until you have your visa approved, right? Okay, so moving on to the next document that I bring with me at that time is my NBI. So I already had an NBI certificate, so I just thought of bringing it just in case the consul would ask me. And then next is my birth certificate. So I also secured requesting for a birth certificate at the PSA office. So you can actually do this online, and it would just take like 2 to 3 days for you to receive it. It's a very fast processing. Kudos to the government agency. And next is very personal details about you, because these are all related to your capability of traveling to the US. I was thinking that these last four are very crucial, and at any time the consul would ask me for these documents, because on the DS 160 form that I filled, I had, yeah, I had declared that this is gonna be a self-funded trip. So I anticipated during the interview that they might ask me, okay, how much? Sure. But it doesn't really, yeah, I think there's no, I'm not too sure, but based on my research, no consul said that asked for any documentations, like asking how much you have in the bank. Maybe if it's too complex situation, but again, I just wanted to get prepared and ready for all the documentations on my actual interview. So I got my certificate of employment, pay slips, and my ITR, and as well as my bank certificate, as well as statement of accounts for 6 months. So, yes, these are all the documentations I wanted to share and might be helpful for every one of you who are having an upcoming interview, or yes, you're trying to get that US tourist visa. I really wish you good luck and just be yourself. And that's it for this video. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a good one. Bye.